Share your screen with the audience to share. Yes. What's up, everybody? I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm live. Now, the question that I'm trying to figure out right now is, oh, by the way, we're back in the kitchen, back where it started. Let me see if I got some stuff in the background. Sorry, I'm shaking shit up. But black pepper, salt, you need salt always. And I got some sorrel on deck. Cheers as we go through this album. All right. Now, share screen. Oh, okay. There we go. I think that's what I want to do. I want to share my screen. Right. There we go. Excellent. Can y'all see me? You can see my screen, right? Yo, this is a complete clusterfuck. So we're having fun right here, okay? Okay, I guess I can kind of see this. Right. Live streaming. Okay, Sharon. Let me see which tab is correct. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, Ghostface, Supreme Clientele 2. Now, I have not loaded this up yet, but let's see what's going on. Y'all can hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Or just say whatever, you know? Okay. Hey, okay, all right. Okay, first time trying this, man. You know, it's interesting. Let me just put it that way. I typically, of course, record my videos just whenever I get the time because I'm always running around doing shit. But and there's advantages to that. But of course, I've always thought about doing a live with y'all at some point. So let's use Supreme Clientele as the perfect meeting point to start all this off. You feel me? All right. Let's see here. Before we do that, okay, we got to do it, man. We got to do it. We got to do it. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ghost. But first, tell me this shit is weak. Trusted individuals, you know who you are. A lot of y'all very intelligent audience, so I know going in that this is going to be some Now, I don't know how bad it's going to be. That I don't know. But I already know this is going to be bad. Now, it was obvious to me that this was going to be bad for a bunch of reasons. Number one, obviously, you have two weak-ass... Actually, you have one trash single and one forgettable single. What's the difference between being trash and forgettable? Okay, I'll explain the difference. Rap Kingpin is trash. That beat is trash. Right? With all this going on. That's trash. You've got two songs mixed together, jammed together. That's garbage. Okay? That song is trash. And then you have Ramen from Ghostface, which is clearly not Ghost at his highest point. Now, again, there are some bars in there, some good bars, but you're hearing a song that's actually trash. Real talk. That's one. Then you have Metaphysics, which the rapping is premium Ghost, actually. It's pretty much Ghost at its peak. The rapping is excellent, right? Vocally, obviously you can tell it was recorded 20 years ago, right? But the beat is weak. The beat isn't full-blown trash, but it's a forgettable beat. Super forgettable. So the whole song is forgettable. You'll never listen to it again. And this is the thing. The difference between weak or trash and mid are actually not that different. The outcome is the same. You're never listening to that shit again. So it's trash overall. You see how this is how hip-hop logic works. That's why when people are like, well, that was okay. It was decent. You know, I mean, I was able to listen to it once. It's like, that's still trash. So when I say something is trash and people go, no, but you're being harsh. It's like, yeah, but the outcome is the same. If you're not going to listen to it ever again, it's trash. And those two songs are trash. See how that works? All right. So, what's up, Eggs? Yeah, you're right. Exactly. 03. So there you go. Oh, Justin Chang. What's up, man? All right. Yo, Chop shit. That's great. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to have a good screen. So, you know, we'll check in later, okay? Let me just say what's up to everybody before I get into this. That's right, Panther, back in that bum ass kitchen. Shout out to you, man. You've been listening a long time. I really appreciate y'all. A lot of y'all are people who've been, watching my stuff for years. So, I really appreciate that, man. Honestly, it's a lot of fun, man. I do this for y'all. Real talk. What's up? Asfan, yeah, that sounds like some fantasy, like Sword Art Online type name. Mad Mac, what up? You rolling? You checking in from New York? What's going on? Ronnie, what up? Adiana, how you doing? That sounds like a girl name. I don't know who Adiana is, but respect you. Thank you for checking in. Adrian, my man, what up? Let's see. Legendary. Oh, of course. Rockin'. Legendary. Durrell, my man. Shout out to you. One Odd. One Odd, man. I love that shit. I always see that One Odd. I always think it's like some Naruto shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Pike L, what up? Julian, what up? Of course, Legendary. Come on, man. Of course I'm going to review the new Mobb Deep album. I mean, come on. There's certain things that, again, it's like Ghost. No matter how bad the shit is, like, I'm kind of going to listen to it because why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? Let's play some barrels. But, yeah, it's just these guys, they're stamped. They've really earned, like, a certain level of listenership, right? Again, I skipped Ghostface Killers, though. I did eventually listen to it. Like, in fact, I only listened to it maybe like a month ago. Because, I heard Conditioning. I saw a Conditioning video, and I was like, this is bullshit. So, I didn't even bother, to be honest with you. And then, I want to say maybe like in preparation of Supreme Clientele, I was like, well, let me just listen to this, just in case I miss something with Ghostface Killers. And then I was like, man, this shit is garbage. What the fuck? Anyway, so, you always will get around to listening to it. It is what it is, right? Going back to that, how I knew the Supreme Clientele 2 was going to be whack was, well, first of all, you look at the previous massive releases, and they've been absolute trash. Like the Slick Rick album was horrendous. This what I'm here for, what I'm here for. That shit is garbage. Holy fuck. Like, whoever thought that they should put that out was like, you need to be fired for that shit. That shit is garbage. So, obviously you had Raekwon. Yo, you know what comes to mind when I think Emperor's New Clothes? This is Ray's fault. Look, listen, Ray, it's your fault that you even made me think of this shit. It's that, what is it, Bear Hill? This is the shit I think of. The moment I think of Emperor's New Clothes. Some AI goofy shit. Anyway, so we've had two whack-ass albums back to back. But the Slick Rick one in particular was like, whoa, this is bad. So I didn't have any high expectations for this. But then I was watching the videos, like the actual interviews that Ghost was doing with like Bootleg Kev and Big Boy. And none of these guys were talking about the actual album, really. They were like, you've got this person on it, you've got that person on it. But it's like, I don't care. What's the production with them, right? Are there any songs you like? And since nobody was really talking about the music, I just assumed, this shit's whack. We started talking about Diddy and all that kind of shit, stuff I don't care about, right? So, let's see here. Oh, oh, bro, what up, bro? Ish, what's up, man? Okay, there's a lot of y'all. I'm gonna have to come back and definitely give my shout out to everybody, but I'll start right off. What up? Eastside Son. Let's see here. Yeah, hit that like. Hey, Dennis Hodge. Yo, Dennis. You got me to black out on Black Thought. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm a lover, not a hater, really and truly, but oh my God. Yo, Bootleg Kev is trash. Like, anyway, I'm not trying to really go at people like that, but Bootleg Kev is fantastic. You don't know shit. Like, even when, again, it's like you're having an interview with Ghost, just all over the place. It's like you can tell he's just trying to viral. Like it's very clipped. It's clipped. It's like, I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this. Drama with both thugs. Drama with Diddy. Drama with Rage Against the Machine. Drama, like that's Bootleg Kev. He's simple-minded. right? If he really was listening to Supreme Clientele like I was and really loving that shit, he'd have a million questions. Now, I know he can't spend all his time on Supreme Clientele, but for example, obvious question, where the fuck is Solomon Childs at, right? It wasn't just Ghostface. Obviously, we lost Curb. Curb was an integral part of Supreme Clientele, let's be honest. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to go into the drama of who wrote the album and all that kind of shit. I believe Ghost wrote that shit. So he had his boy up in him, whatever. They're throwing darts back and forth. That's fine with me. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me, really. But my point is that you have a crew of people that made Supreme Clientele what it was. tochiRTA, Solomon Childs, right? Who else is on that? Let's listen on that shit. We made it, right? Where the fuck are they at? No one's asking those questions. Like, are any of the previous producers returning? Again, if you're gonna call this Supreme Clientele 2, like a movie, it's a sequel, so we're expecting the people that we loved from the previous movie to show up in the new movie, right? I mean, isn't that basic common fucking sense? Anyway, so I don't know. I just think that some of these things are not, like, they don't make any sense, right? Instead, I'm getting guys, Scram Jones, who were never on the first one, Gorilla Nems, who I don't give a fuck about, like a lot of these weak characters. So again, what's the point of all this shit? All right, guys. All right, man. Yo, Arch Victory or Archangel Ivory, PT Reznov, man, there's a lot of shit. Okay, all right. Anyway, we're gonna get into the album, right? I've stalled long enough for the Supreme Clientele 2. Let me load this up. Let me see what. Oh, okay. See, why is I don't want to go in on these niggas, right? But this guy don't know shit. Okay, there's so many of these people on YouTube that just they don't know shit. You know. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try and get a playlist going of Supreme Clientele 2. By the way, while I do that, y'all tell me, what are your favorite? I'm curious. What are your favorite songs on the first Supreme Clientele? Right. Let's see. I wish there was a. Why is there not a playlist for this shit? That just makes it so easy for me. The fuck? What's up? What's up, everybody? What up? What up? One. One. Yeah, $1.50. $1.50. You know, weeds got more seeds than ODB. Can't smoke with ya. Watch Ghost Top Rope to ya. Definitely will open ya. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Shit is freaking brilliant. What else is on there? Let me think. That I love. Come on. We love the whole shit. Goes Dee in an enemy land. Ah! Yeah, man. So much classic shit. Okay, all right. I'm trying to find a goddamn playlist, man. These guys. Okay, let me put full album. Let's go. So I can listen to this in order before someone says, "Oh, you didn't even listen to it in full order. You're a hater. You're skipping." Okay, all right. There we go. There we go. I love how people throw in random shit in there. Cohesion? Yeah, I'm skipping that for sure. I don't know who the fuck that is. Okay. Let's see. All this shit. Knuckles. You, my friend. Terrible title. Jesus Christ. Ghostface used to be, again, you can tell, man. People, yo, right? I can tell. I'm sorry. Anyway. So I want to pull up and see what the producers are on this. Okay. We still never got a producer track list, which tells me we're dealing with bullshit. Right? Because again, as I said, it's all about the beats, man. The beats ain't hitting, the shit is not hitting. It's just that simple. Knuckles. That's what it ends with a skit called Knuckles? Okay, cool. And that's 22. Yeah, okay, all right. We are pretty much good to go. Let's see this Redman intro. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. So, Peter Rosenberg. Yo, man. Peter Rosenberg probably made that shit. Real talk. I haven't seen the actual interview yet. I have it saved. I will watch that eventually. Catch me in the corner not speaking, crushed out heavenly. Ah, fucking love that shit. Ish. Let's see here. Every blogger is gassing out. But of course, the dentist. Look, listen, these guys, man, these are professional dick riders. You know, that's the thing. They love rap celebrities because rap has become big enough where we have certain we have certain people where it's rap celebrities. These are celeb chasers. They don't actually love hip hop. That's why they'll never listen to Aguilar or I don't know. Fuck, who's like Aguilar is not a celebrity, but I'll listen to him, right? If he makes some dope shit, right? Again, you have to be a fan of the music. And these guys are celeb chasers. I know what they're about. A lot of these people that are talking to Supreme Clientele 2 shit or Supreme Clientele, they were not listening to Supreme Clientele even, I would say, even 10 years ago. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I remember I've been on some forums, cornball forums and shit like that. And I remember there was one day someone was asking, what are your favorite albums of all time? And I was the only one that said Illmatic and Supreme Clientele. Those are like my 2 favorite albums ever. That was the only one on the whole rap forum that said that shit. Fast forward now 10 years, everyone's like, oh, Supreme Clientele 2, I was listening to that, man. Word, we know I grew up, man. When I got it, I was waiting in line and all that. Whatever, made up shit. Okay? At the end of the day, these people are phonies. They have no personalities and they attach themselves to celebrity shit. Right? Now, again, I'm not a snob in the sense that, oh, I was listening to it before you. I don't care about that. When you hear some shit is when you hear some shit. But what I am trying to say is that at the end of the day, try to appreciate the music for what it is, because I just love rap, right? I'm not a Ghostface stan. I just love rap. There are obviously certain rappers that I prefer, but at the end of the day, great music is great music, and it can come from anyone and anywhere, right? But these people, they don't think like that. They're just like, oh, what's the narrative? Who can I follow? What's Nas up to? What did Jim Jones say about Nas? What did Fabio Foreign say about Nas? Like, I don't give a fuck. All right. Last thing before I go into the actual album. See how I'm delaying this shit? Just doing this shit, man. All right. And I'm catching up with y'all. X, that's insane. Not a single producer from the OG Supreme Clientele. Not one? Then what are we talking about? How is this Supreme Clientele 2 and not just Ghostface Killers 2? Right? Don't go against the grain. Let me see here. Hell on Earth. I listen to Hell on Earth all the time. I really love Hell on Earth, actually. In particular, I have some, like, can't get enough of it, get dealt with. I mean, the whole album is phenomenal, but I would say, like, can't get enough of it. Funny enough, is the song I probably play the most. Anyway, so let's see. All right, so let's start. Let's get into it. That's why y'all here. That's why we all here. All right, what's Redman saying?
Ladies and
okay, so first of all, I've been having to do this, right? First thought. Look, I love Redman, of course. Redman's one of the greatest rappers ever. I said this before a lot of people started to figure the shit out because, people just copy, right? Here's the thing. When you start an intro with Redman, that tells me that you're leaning on celebrity. There's no concept to this shit, right? Essentially. Because, if there was an actual, like, let's say a theme or a vibe or something that you were trying to curate, you wouldn't start off with Redman talking, right? It would start off like the original, like, for example, Supreme Clientele 1, which I love. Tony Stark makes you feel he's a cool exact with a heart of steel, right? Shit's amazing. It's a perfect way to start the tape. And again, I'm gonna go on a quick aside. How fucking ahead of the curve was Ghostface to even adopt Iron Man as his sort of like moniker and personality? Bro, this guy was talking about Iron Man in 1986. Don't nobody know shit about Iron Man. The reason I know about Iron Man is through Ghostface. I kid you not. I didn't grow up reading comics and shit, but literally the first time I ever heard of Iron Man, Tony Stark, all that shit was through Ghostface Wu-Tang. That's a fact for me, anyways. And that's why I remember when they announced in like 2004 or whatever, 2005, that they're going to do an Iron Man movie. And I was like, Iron Man? Don't nobody know who he is, but kind of thing. But, Ghostface was talking about it. Was it the same guy? Oh, yeah, okay. Robert Downey Jr., oh, okay. And then the first trailer came out. I invite you to go watch the trailer for the first Iron Man movie. The trailer came out, and I was like, oh my God, this looks fucking incredible. Like, and I'm not even a comic book movie guy like that, but I was like, Robert Downey Jr. had you. He just grabbed you by the throat. And I was like, oh, this looks good. And it turned out to be arguably Marvel's best movie, if not one of their best movies. Especially that opening, like the first 30 minutes of that movie are fucking flawless. Like after a while, it's still great, but it kind of, I feel like, tapers off a little bit. But all that stuff, the build up of how Tony Stark becomes Iron Man, fucking brilliant shit. So anyway, Supreme Disappointment 2. No, I'm sorry, Nintendo fan. I'm not going to talk about 504, and I ain't got time for that shit, man. Honestly, I really do not. It's stupid as fuck. It's just too dumb. So yeah. I mean, it's funny because you know what that is? That's like okay, I guess I'm talking about it now. So let me talk about it very briefly. It's when you see a meme, like you see a meme that's going viral, then you take like another meme and like then you smash those two together and then they like are trying to go viral. Does that make sense? It's like a meme square type of thing. So it's like, okay, Jim Jones went viral saying that he's more relevant than Nas, which is obviously hilarious and nonsense because there's literally a corny gay rapper called Lil Nas X, right? You don't see Lil Jim Jones X wandering around here. So again, this idea that little kids listen to Jim Jones more than Nas is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. But anyway, so Jim Jones went viral with this, and certainly hip hop media helped him out. And so now you have 504, and who is trying to reheat Stale Leftovers, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to go viral, and now I'm gonna go about it at a different angle, but still on the same Jim Jones, because I think he was sitting down with Jim Jones, so it's like reheated. So it's like, okay, oh, I was on a song with Nas, and I never heard, and I don't know any of his music, right? So that's kind of like the new thing, right? So maybe like, maybe they're like let's say 2 months from now, there'll be like a groupie that comes out of the woodwork that's like, I had sex with Nas, but I don't listen to his music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everyone's just trying to piggyback off that shit. That's why it's dumb as fuck, right? Anyway, now the intro here, there's no real concept, unfortunately, here. So this tells me that this is not going to be great. But of course, I love Redman. We all love Redman. We love Ghost. So let's start with that. Let's see what's going on here.
Gentlemen, I'd like to bring to the stage the man of the hour, the man of the month, the man of a lifetime. He's inspired everyone around the globe with albums like Iron Man, Bulletproof Wallets, Fish Scale, More Fish, Big Doe Rehab, Wizard of Poetry, Apollo.
Okay. First of all, More Fish, Big Doe Rehab were disappointing as fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. I remember being like, this is not very good back then. But Fish Scale for sure was a worthy release. Now you have to remember again. This is the thing with rap, that people don't take shit back to the basics. The first song, I'm old enough to remember this, but the first song that leaked, or I should say that they kind of tested with like maybe DJs or audiences, was Ray and Ghost United on Fish Scale, which was the Pete Rock beat. Again, Ghostface, Wu-Tang, Pete Rock, they go together, right? Primo, Pete Rock, they go together. Right? Like, you got to go to the basics of the great shit. So that's actually what set off a lot of the fever for Fish Scale, I guess amongst heads. Because I remember when in fact, the version that's on the album, I would argue it's the same. It's not exactly the same. It's like 95% what the leaked version was. I actually prefer the leaked version. It was a little more raw, but that's my point, is that Ray and Ghost United was dope. I would argue that's probably the best song on there. And then the Champ also, I think, also kind of leaked around that time too, which was Just Blaze, and that was dope. So Fish Scale was dope. I mean, obviously Iron Man, Bulletproof Wallets, I was on, but I love The Forest. I mean, The Forest is one of Ghost's best songs ever, easy. And that's Alchemist. The Forest might be my favorite Alchemist beat ever. It's like that, Still Feel Me. What else? I mean, Keep It Thorough was definitely like, I remember when that came out and was like, whoa. But I don't really listen to Keep It Thorough anymore, to be honest with you. But I obviously, the song's classic. It's a great song. But I would say like the ones I like still every time I listen to it just gets me in the mood is The Forest for sure. and still feel me off the top. Oh, and one never knows. One every day a nigga gone, next day and you're gone. Yo, one never knows. Do one with Nas, phenomenal. All right, let's see. Yeah, the leaked Ragu version. It's you can't find it anymore, man. But I wish I could find it. You can't. It's really the same. Again, it's the same. I think it's a Delphonic sample, but it's a little more raw. It's just a little bit more raw. I feel like they kind of cleaned it up. Like whoever mixed it cleaned it up just a tiny bit too much. So anyway, you fine. Oh my man, it's fine. All right, hey. All right. We haven't even gotten into this album yet, man. It's okay. Let's go. I love y'all. Let's go. We got to do these live streams more often, man. Holy shit, I didn't realize so many of y'all would tune in, but that's beautiful. All right, so let's go.
Ghostface killers set the tone, and my favorite Supreme Clientele. I like for y'all to put y'all hands together for my nigga and yo nigga, aka Ghost Diddy, Iron Man, Pretty Tony, Stocky Love, Tony Starks, and the Wallaby motherfucking champ. The ladies wanna fuck him, and niggas wanna be him, and all the kids love Uncle Tony Starks. Black by popular demand with the new album, ladies and gentlemen, Supreme Clientele 2.
Yeah, man, I love Redman, man. His voice is just hilarious. Yeah, I mean, look, listen. The ladies want to fuck him, the niggas want to be him. I mean, that's the truth. But it's interesting, how Ghost became that, right? I mean, we forget that you can improve. And again, Ghost was dope, but he just became way better. And that's the essence of being a rap star, right? When the ladies want to bang you, and the niggas want to be you. And of course, there's certain niggas that want to fuck Ghost too, right? So respectfully, pause. Some of these bloggers for sure. But that's the essence of stardom, right? I mean, look, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, even like as the colors I started wearing with with Blood World and these shirts and stuff like that, all that is from Ghost. Right? I love color. And when I started to see Ghost step out, because again, Ghost to me was like the first. I mean, I'm sure there were rappers before that had color, but again, Ghost really, you'll see it even in interviews, and it's all kind of like one color. Like he's really good at that, sort of like that monochrome type of look, but it's like one color, red, pink, yellow, and it's just fly as fuck, right? So, Ghost is that good. He's that dude, man. He really is. Anyway, all right, so let's listen to Iron Man. This is the next song up. All right. And this is produced by who? Y'all can't see it on my screen here. This is produced by a guy named Cheddar Bang. Cheddar Bang has produced probably nothing. Cheddar Bang. I don't know what the fuck he's produced, but nothing important. So this beat's going to be trash.
Here we go. We back at it again. Supreme Clientele. This stamp on the dough with Ronald Reagan with friends. My man ran over his legs. All we heard was the crunch. Chase bank. Nobody moved. Just finished the lunch. Damn, I got gray matter all over my dumps. Fake Democrats. Jackets blowing that Trump. I put weight on so many bodies. You could call me a clone. I'm like Gorbachev, vanilla cream Wallies. I be showing off. Here scripted these velvet bars while I was dozing off. Then the feds came. I threw my raps in the fireplace. Then right out of the smoke rose a dead man. They had big chains, sick frames, six flames. Even had a white girl with him. Thought he was Rick James. Yeah, these rules for the streets you don't know about. You can't just take it back when your soul is out. Hit you like Steven Seagal and pull your shoulder out. Be careful running babies when the soul is out. Direct scholars, a cocaine whale. I done sold Colgate sniff to the owner of sales. Had the whole building lit, the Department of Sales. When ladies screamed after stock, shut down in jail. I said enough with the threats. You can't stop me, lady. I got glass choppers that rock. They can box me, lady. Skate off in the blue and green. Lollipop Mercedes. You can't even step in my project. Them niggas is crazy.
Tony Stark. Tony Stark.
Supreme Clientele. Supreme Clientele. Yo, really in blocks, Swahili and mops, important. Cream, Brazilian Fox. I got Wall Street bugging off of helium stocks. I got the felony youth, $1 million a pop. And shot Shout out to wheelchair walk, they get busy. Polo shirts, they carving your face, the night switch look pretty. Prime example, just give me a reason to get gritty. Your girl, she over in the milk out of titties. Ha!
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was some weak shit, man. That was fucking weak. Okay, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be playing that instrumental the entire time, but that was completely forgettable. But that's what I expect from Cheddar Bang, whoever the fuck that is. Okay, so now sample 420, made by a guy named Duff, who has produced absolutely nothing. Duff is his first beat. Okay, all right. Let's see how whack it is.
Manly shit. Yo, what? We bang hammers like a judge do. Intimidate fake robbers in the plug too. The spotlight is multiplied by ice. 15 beans is the drive-by price. Rape sitting, we raise the vocals on that Gladys night. Been on that midnight plane to Georgia, and we carry light. Cash, 800,000 in the go yard. Grams off the shores of Miami, I know the Coast Guards. My street resume, carry no scars. Every line with a hook. That's a crowbar mechanic. Don't you know no good? Elroy Preston, split C's. These is my commandments like Charleston Heston, double breast.
That's a chorus? No. That cannot be. Come on. I guess. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm done. That's fucking terrible. But shout out to Main Yard and Clinton. Holy crap, that was terrible. Okay, oh, Jesus. Still got like freaking 15 to go and shit. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Longevity. More dust gibberish raps. See, Bobby, here's the thing, right? I can understand somebody, and this is why I prefer Nas over Ghost overall. Because I do understand how someone could look at Ghost and say, like, he's just spitting gibberish. I get it. However, if you look at the lines, especially if you go to Supreme Clientele, line for line, the stuff he's saying is fucking well written. It's very, very smart, and it's very colorful. And that's all that Ghost is really saying. He's just personality. It's color. It's like I'm a gangster color kind of thing. And for that, it's great. Now, it is missing a overall thread that I would say ties it all together, and that's where Nas, to me, obviously is the better rapper, because Nas is colorful, or I would say at least obviously has them lines that you're just like, whoa, but it all ties together. And there is you can tell that this is a guy who's really trying to think and say something overall, or at least give you a description. It's not random, right? It's not, we're rambling about this, and then all of a sudden I'm in Japan eating sushi, and some all of a sudden I'm on the water, struggling to breathe. Like, Nas is not like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's Ghost, again, for better or worse. That's kind of Ghost shit. I understand what you guys mean by that, but the writing is A1. I mean, on Supreme Clientele, it's A1, man. Like A1 writing. And then that's the thing. You look at it bar for bar, like every little bar is just like really colorful, right? All right. That was terrible. So let's look at Curtis May.
Yeah. We back at it again, baby. Hey, yo, do me a favor, yo, shut those blinds. Count this money over here, yeah. Yo, where that wine at? Yeah.
Ghostface. Oh, okay. So first of all, an album with Conway the Machine on it cannot be classic. But anyway, all right, let's keep going. I feel like skipping. Jesus Christ. I'm having that itch. You can't hear the music? No sound? The fuck happened? Okay, all right. 1 second, guys. Testing. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? What's going on? No sound. Nah. Can y'all hear me? You can hear me. Okay. I don't know what happened, but yeah, but I turned the music off. That was why. Okay, there's no music because I turned it off. I stopped it. It was trash. But I can see that there's a tiny bit of there might be a little bit of a lag going on. So yeah, you guys, we live. Don't worry, man. We live, okay? So, but we'll do our best. Please let me know if there's any issues y'all have, okay? You can hear me, but not the music. The music ain't on. The shit's garbage. All right, so we're gonna go back and listen to. I mean, out of respect, I'm gonna listen to Styles P here. Let's play some Styles. But this sucks. Yo, are you guys telling me that you cannot hear the music at all? Is this a YouTube thing? Is YouTube just saying like, nah, you can't blast music on here? Maybe some weirdo copyright shit. Because I haven't done nothing. Huh. Yeah, man, I have not done shit at all. No music at all. That's funny. Well, yo, they just muted me, man. So, ain't that some shit? Okay. Let me see here. Let me check something out. Okay. Can you guys still hear this? Okay. You guys don't hear no music at all, huh? Damn. I've instead, and I'm going to see the difference. Okay. So now you should hear something. You don't hear none, not me. Okay, all right. You can hear this. You can hear this. Oh, now you hear this. Okay, maybe that's I'm staying on the status. Again, I'm just experimenting. Maybe that's okay. But y'all did hear the music, right? Okay, that's the issue. I got it. Okay, sorry about that, my man. Okay, let's go back. So let's listen to what Styles has got to say here. I'm gonna switch to this. So that was the issue. Got it. Locked. Okay. Unfortunately, we got to hear the music. But let's go.
Meaning I'm aligned with the stars. Got body and God soul, divine with the bars. The streets was in his office. Protect, matching the British walkers. That deal too small. Make a bigger offer. Off the Porsche to a Porsche. I need bigger portions. That's a double dose. Violators, holes in your bubble coat. Mob ties, mob lives. Connected with niggas that used to smoke dope. My clientele supreme. Ashamed that I left the dean for the but nowadays I'm living clean. Know I'm getting cream from giving niggas their greens.
This rap is like painkillers, taking on empty stomachs.
What y'all think about that Styles verse? I mean, I thought it was kind of weak, but Styles. I like Styles. I mean, the thing though, the problem with Styles is that vocally, there was a certain raspiness in Styles' voice that disappeared. Like I want to say, like 2005 was like the last time I really heard it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drink till I'm dropping my ass. This is a holiday. It just got it just got too clean. Anyway, like the malice is there, but the raspiness is not really there. Stop smoking. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Oh, are we listening to Conway? You guys really want me to do this? Conway the Machine. Oh, jeez. Well, let's see. Maybe he has the best verse. You never know.
Prescribed to just bang niggas. Nah, might as well hang niggas. A verse swap, come again if it's great business. This rap is like painkillers, taking on empty stomachs. These lines prescribed to just bang niggas. Nah, might as well hang niggas. A verse swap, come again if it's great business.
To the cross, I'm nailing him. And if my man try to jam me in a case like Lil Durk, I'm melling him. Back shopping, I'm melling him. Excuse me, fam, the Wally's fuchsia and tan. I'm peanut butter and jelly. I'm raising hell in that jail. Ask my new celly where the hell he from. Now they look at my life and see how well he done. I'm not a star. I'm just a guy that's always taking shit too far. Shoot out the back of a car. Rolling my own chronic in my cigar. We all gotta be honest, kindness to God. If the nigga play with us, then his problems promise to God. He on the receiving end of a lot of body scars. I'm pushing the new Mercedes Benz without a license. I'm Heisenberg with the rice and my wins is decisive. Bricks of white shit over there where that rice is. And in a minute, I'ma be the richest and the nicest.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, and it's not gonna happen. All right, so let's look at what this guy said. All right, so up this hammer into the cross, I'm nailing him. If my man try to jam me in a case like Lil Durk, I'll melee him. Yeah, that's deep bars. Parks out, then I'm mailing him. Excuse me, fam, the Wally's Fushi and Tan, I peel it, butter, and jelly him. Okay. Raising hell in that jail. Ask my new celly where hell from. Now they look at my life and see how well he done. Okay, I'm not reading the shit anymore. Like, this dude is garbage. Holy shit. This dude is pure garbage. Pure garbage. People be like, yo, listen to that Griselda. They keeping hip hop alive. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. What they're useful for is padding out weak albums like this. That's what they're useful for. They're great album filler guys. All right, moving on. That was brutal, but I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Laying on the floor, all they found was a hammer. Just came home from doing 12 in his slammer. Blood running from his mouth, his eyes got low. He scrolls my hand real tight, then he let go. Nah, nigga, don't start that shit. We've been the worst shootouts in this, and we got hit, yo, Tug. Look, wake up.
Why is this called Fourth Disciple again? The fourth do the beat? Oh, he did. This is like the worst Fourth Disciple beat I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck? Jeez.
Me and Star, we gonna get up and walk. I'ma tie your clock tomorrow night. We got a flight to catch some little guardia. My whiz made that fish you like fried tilapia. Niggas, stop playing. You hear your
Like, listen, if you're going to name a track after a producer, that track has to be ridiculous. The Rock Wilder. It's got to be some shit where you're like, oh, yeah, I see why I named it The Rock Wilder, because that beat's crazy, right? But to call it Fourth Disciple is the weakest Fourth Disciple beat ever is like, what's going on right now? Anyway. All right. So let's move on from Fourth Disciple and let's go to Windows.
Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We in this bitch again, baby. Indiana Jones to the temple of Moses. Yo, Cazelle's on, surfing through art battles. Bengals on both arms, I make time travel. In gold dimensions, my soul suspends. Cop ARs, 5'9", up the pole convention. Fiat, fake niggas getting rolled in the triage. Stuff like 40 bricks in the doors of a Fiat. Bullet hole still leaving them dents in the key.
Wait. People got rolled in the triage. Where have I heard that line before? Y'all tell me. If you're hip hop, you should know. But I hear he's not the greatest rapper ever. Get rolled in the triage, biatch. Black Thought is a trillion times better.
Mama Mia. Come on. Looking at the rain. Let's go. Nothing left but sorrow. Nothing left but pain. Tell them, watch it go and leave me. Saddle on the blue.
This is terrible. All right, let me just see what y'all are talking about. You don't have that's Bali 733. Yeah, you're right. When you start naming songs after producers, you don't have a concept. Yeah, absolutely. You just don't. Like, there's no, like, you don't even know what the song is about. It's just a shitty beat you're gonna rock right now, right? Again, the Rock Wilder was fire because the Rock Wilder was like, yo, we going into outer space with this beat. Like, what is this shit? Right? So you give me the Rock Wilder, it's like, again, it's that almost extraterrestrial. And that's why that video was so dope. Because, I mean, look at how they started, right? Don't make me pull up the video. But again, there's, imagination sparks imagination, right? That's the whole point. So that made sense. You're like, yo, the Rock Wilder, blah, blah. But this shit, nah. Marvin, Bokaye, what's good? Let's see. Right. If Nas names a song DJ Premier, guaranteed that shit's going to be trash. Guaranteed. You know it's going to be whack. All right. Now, moving on. Cohesion. Sorry, Sir Smoke Beats. We will not be listening to Cohesion. That is not part of Supreme Clientele 2, even though it is probably just as good as what's on Supreme Clientele 2.
Hey, yo, Sparks, what's the word? What's good with Knuckles?
Nah, he cooling. He just came. You holding his head, though.
Pause.
Yo, why is it a pause, bro? Yo, y'all little niggas is driving me crazy. You can't say shit without a every line is a pause. The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, man? The fuck are you talking about, though, man? Listen, for motherfuckers that be thinking like that, bro, y'all niggas got freaky minds, man. Nigga, if I tell you I'm gonna blow your fucking head off, is that a pause?
That was crazy. I mean, not just saying.
Come on, man. Yo, listen, man. Taking this shit too far, bro.
It's been going on for years. We gave you mad passes, multiple.
Like what?
Back in the day, you said some shit. We eat fish, toss salads. What? Make
on.
rap ballads. That was you.
Hold on, though.
That was you.
This is 30 years ago, bro.
Okay.
This 30 years. But listen, what do a salad got to do with ass?
Tossing salad? You know what I was
Listen,
coming to
man,
tell you.
man,
You
listen,
before. You know you
listen,
can't say
man.
toss salad.
But you know what a tossed salad. When it was a fresh salad, nigga, you can't even say, like I said, let's go meet up. Pause. Yo, let's go have a ball. We had a ball at pause. Everything is a pause. Tired of pause. Y'all little niggas know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Dude, but you ain't got to blow somebody's head off, though. Know what I'm saying? Ain't that serious. Somebody ain't got to die over.
You know what I mean when I tell blow your fuck. How do it sound with the capital B, nigga?
Pause. That's crazy.
Yo, come here, motherfucker.
Of course, shot him at the end. That's a weak ending. But that is actually kind of funny. This is actually the best part of Supreme Clientele so far. Now, again, when people talk about Supreme Clientele as this great rap album, I've said this for years, and I'm sure someone's going to copy this eventually. But to me, one thing I also love about Supreme Clientele, I would argue, has one of the greatest rap skits ever. And Who Would You Fuck? That shit's hilarious. Okay, like the beat, the rain, rain, go away, and the fact that it's like they're inside, it's raining outside, and they're talking about that shit. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. So, you know, these are all the things that made Supreme Clientele 1 what it was, right? Anyway, but that skit was okay. That was not bad, and it's interesting for a rapper to look back, right, and see how things have progressed in terms of, yeah, you said some stuff that was a little questionable. I think the one they didn't even touch, to me, that was like mad questionable was the I can't go to sleep. He's like, when your career was going well, I wasn't want to give you a hand. Now he's trying to say I give you a hand the way like he said it, but it sounds like I was want to give you a hand, right? And it's like pause. Now, the thing is that with regards to the pause game, it can be overdone, of course. It can be corny, no doubt, but it is funny. It's in good taste, right? I think so most of the times. As long as it doesn't like get too homophobic, I would say, but ultimately it's in good fun, it's in good jest, and it's just funny to find that there's all these euphemisms that can be hidden in things that we say, right? I think that's kind of funny. I don't know. So anyway, let's look back and continue. Georgie Porgy. Okay, shout out to why is her name slipping my mind? MC Light.
Yeah. Yo. Okay. No niggas can't write like this, right? 1, 2. Okay. Let's about to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna show these niggas something. Who pen game? Yeah.
That's right. This beat initially, the piano reminds me almost something like New Jabez would make. You know, like what the fuck was the name of that beat? Yeah. Anyways, it's very kind of low key like that.
Yeah. Yo, we used to rob niggas left and right. A fiend try to get slick, but slap and crush they pipes. Strong on robberies, all done in harmony. Raise my weapon and then bow, hit an artery. Race to the staircase, shoot out the lights, then let off a few shells at the door on the right. They got dust, weed, half pound of E. Under the couch, shotgun, 12 keys. Bow, another shot and the door flew open. Mega snow on the table, a fiend is still smoking. See room, out of respect, through 4 on his chest. Heard some niggas in the back with a rude dialect, screaming cruise direct. You can lose thy neck. The dread said blood clot, bigger fools die west. That's when I heard him.
Who made this? This shit sucks. Who made this beat? I will totally forget these people, but I'm curious to see who might have put this together. Oh, we don't even have a track. We don't know who made this beat. That's okay. That was we listened to GNX, right? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the drums, that's the issue, right? Spastic. Is that the piano itself it's okay. It's not amazing, but that's what I'm saying. It at least had a little bit of a feeling, right? Off the rip. But the percussion is just dull, right? Like, you see, these are the things that, again, when you listen to rap a lot, you just pick up on, right? It's a very, very dull, like da 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 da. That shit's boring, man. Switch it up, right? And this is why almost now I don't make beats, but I would almost argue that the first thing you should try to do is to get the drums working, because once you have a good groove going, something that has a certain feel, then you lay you would chop up the melody on top almost, right? Now, but I don't make beats. I know that sometimes, again, it can kind of come either way from what I've seen with the interviews, right? Like sometimes you just have a certain thing in your mind and you're like, oh, I would love to chop the melody, the piano this way. And in the process, I'm like, oh, like, this is the kind of groove that would fit with that, right? So it can come either way. But the point is, the underneath, at the end of the day, hip hop is break beats. That's how it started, right? Break beats. It's gotta have that break. Like, again, not that we have moved from break beats, but that's the core of it, meaning that's the groove, the essence of it, the drums, the So the underneath, the foundation of this shit is the drums, is the groove. So if it's not working, your song's not going to work. That's just basic, right? Common sense. All right, moving on. Force MDs.
Force MD shit. Hold on. We need everybody to the front right now. Ghostface just stepped in the building. Ghost is in the building. Hold on. New Ghostface, come on. Yeah, we're gonna take it to Staten Island right now. We're gonna take it to Staten Island right now. Yeah, we're about to new Ghostface, baby. Yeah, here we go. Yo, dodging bullets while I'm guarding the base like Steve Harvey. Alkaline chips in the bezel of cold body. Calculated snipers, Eastwood vision, crispy assault rifles. Call me a 12, I call them my disciples. Busting off the Eiffel. I don't know what's wrong with these killers.
This beat is too sparse, and not a good beat at all. What beat is this like? Ghost has rapped on this kind of breakbeat. This exact breakbeat. Not exactly. Was it the How You Like Me, Baby? Yeah. Anyway. How You Like Me, Baby. S-Kurt 10. Breakbeats 10. Oh, Breakbeats is the best song? I guess. But it's not special. It's just too sparse, man. There's no flavor to it, right? Like, where's the spice, right?
They so spiteful. Now be real, dripping the terrain in the range. Click bang, yeah, we flip lanes, then we switch planes. Butane, big blue flames, Bruce Wayne, Mustang. Camouflage down on some low frames. Hussein, my new chick, a Cupid. Got the bitch bouncing off the walls like acoustics. Opened up the safe in the.
This is boring, bro. There's no. Right? It's missing. All right, so let's see what else is here. Beatbox. Okay. Some song. Oh, no. I see Danny Caiazzo. Wasn't he the guy that did Conditioning? Yeah. Danny Caiazzo was the mastermind behind Ghostface Killers, which is the worst Ghostface album ever. That's who made this beat. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Oh man, let's go, baby. We're gonna take it uptown one time. Yo, Ghost, I need you to take it uptown one time. Come on! I want you. New Ghostface. I want you. New Ghostface. I like to introduce myself. My name is Big Dog. Come on! Hey, yo, shorty got a fatty, love getting cream. Party out in Brooklyn, Staten, she from Queens. Neck on agua, stay shaking the block up. Smell like K.I.Lee, that's from the top up. 88 Billie Jean braids on boxed up. She's living the best life, looking to get rocked up. Big knockers with a name in the middle. Sweatpants, ass like jelly, it's all jiggle. Certified grown, no wrestling over pickles. The dick don't fit, they calling it a acquittal. She about 5'4", 5'6", bad with dimples. She ain't with that arguing shit, she mad simple. She get fly like it's she hold it down like it's you can't really tell her. Let's go.
Hey yo, Ghostface, where the mall at, baby?
I know the big shit, the third floor is
I
crazy.
need that new MCM bag, cream and navy. Can you buy that for me, pretty tone?
Bitch, you crazy. I got that red devil dust for 116. Stepped off the D train at 12:15.
So the girl rapping, I believe, is Aisha. Wasn't bad. It's not bad. It wasn't great, but it's not terrible. Let's see. Is that Aisha? Does she rap? Did I say anything? No, Ghostface. So how I knew about her was, well, I don't really know much about her, but she cute actually, because she liked a comment of mine when it was on, which is nice. I mean, you know, listen. If you're not an established artist and you have at least the passion enough to check and see what people are thinking in the comment section of like a project you're on, that shows me that you at least give a shit and you probably at least put in some effort. Okay. So shout out to her. But anyway, that was, I mean, the chorus could have been a little bit better, but there's potential in this song actually, but it's just not good. You know, it's not good. Unfortunately, let me listen to the rest of it, see if she raps.
team, saw a pretty girl. So I slid beside her, said, yo, that polo red rugby's on fire. Hey, you passed me, that's a tall mistake. The way you're jingling, baby, glass floors to break. These lines is not swine, that's hostess cakes. Plus banana tongue stalks, not frosted flakes. Yeah, Gucci bracelets, salt and pepper rope chains. Rock a baseball hat with a cold bang. Gold French cream, honey in her own lane. Straight off the block, shorty made her own name. She get fly like it's. She hold it down like it's. You can't really tell her. Let's go.
Now we went all over the 5 boroughs. We went all over the 5 boroughs. Ghost, I need you to bring it back to Staten Island, man. I need you to bring it back to Staten Island, man. I was that vibe right here. Hold on.
James, will you come on in, man? And
Yeah, I don't know. To me, this is probably the best song so far, even though it's not a great song, man. Not at all. It's not even good, but with some tweaking. I mean, and I think this is kind of what's so disappointing to me about this is that even something like Beatbox, which is not good, but with some editing could have been good, you know? But it's almost like they just like didn't give a shit. And now they're going to put it out and say it's Supreme Clientele too. Like, come on, man. Anyway. J Level Up, you just might have to, yo. You really might just have to start cooking up. This stuff is terrible. This makes the new Pusha T sound great by comparison. Yeah. You know, that's the thing. The clips, and again, this is the sad state of affairs, but the clips, there is more effort there, right? Which is why, and you've seen so many people just dropping music right now because it's like the clips kind of set it off, right? Even though I didn't like that album, I don't think that album was good at all. But, you know, at least with So Be It. So Be It is, shout out to my man GBC, but, you know, So Be It is probably, I wouldn't say it's the best rap song of the year. It's probably like my second place. I actually listen to that 41 Pilates song, like every now and then when I'm in the car. I like that song. The Nani Elite. That's just fire. It's just fire. It's again, it's not Gorilla Hood. It's not, you know, there's levels to this in rap. It's like what do you call it? Like when back in the days you used to have those iTunes singles for like $1 or whatever. It's pop. It's, you know, but it's good pop rap. Let me put it that way. But the point is that, yeah, Clips did set it off because at least they put in some sort of effort, and that's why everybody now is trying to drop albums and drown us with whack-ass music, which is crazy. But again, they know that had Clips not set it off, or some of these names that we're seeing with Ray and Ghost and people actually excited, like they would drop their albums and go wood, and nobody wants to go wood, right? That's why, like, there's this excitement around Supreme Clientele 2 on some level because it's Ghost, it's a legendary rapper, and that's why you're seeing losers. Anyways, let me not call them losers because I don't know them personally, but I certainly whack rappers who are like, oh, I'm going to drop her on the same day, you know? Anyway. What's the next song on here? Rap Kingpin? I'm not going to listen to Rap Kingpin, but you know what? Rap Kingpin is better than a lot of the stuff I've heard, which again tells you, like, I can't name, before I go on, I want y'all to help me here. Can you name an album that was dope that had whack singles? like the singles were trash. Like they literally picked like 2 bad singles in a row, but the album ended up being amazing. Let me know. I'm very curious. I'll wait because I'm actually really curious about this. I know, right? What's up, Cam? Listen, the bar is so low. It's actually non-existent, Cam. That's the problem. Like the Clips album is not good. It's a whack album. But then there's like levels of whack. Like I've told you, right? Remember, okay, let me bring this up for those of y'all. Because y'all don't watch anime like that. But there's a show called Gacha Kuta, right? So these guys live in, let's see. I want to see the slums. Is it the slums or whatever? Okay. So, okay, this might actually help. So these guys live in basically like this is the rich part. Life is great here. Actually, I'm gonna show. This is probably better. So life is great in one side, and then there's the slums. Okay. Now, as an example, okay, and I'm a little bit of spoilers, but you're finding this out in the first episode anyway. So there's actually a world beneath this. So the slums are trash. They're terrible, right? Like the rich throw out their trash and it goes into the slums. But there's actually a this is what I was calling subwhack. That's like Raekwon. That's like Slick Rick's subwhack. Okay. Clip's album is trash. It's like the slums. It's just terrible, right? It's like something like garbage you'd find in the slums. But then there's subwhack, which is like the garbage world, right? These albums are becoming, right? Let me see, Garbage World. Anyways, like they're literally like drowning in trash and whatever. That's where we are with this rap shit. It's all bad. It really is. It really is all bad. It's not like, yo, Tucci, dude, that was dope. And it's all really bad, man. All right. Let's see here. Reviewing that new Earl, definitely not. Hope Hater's gonna say Volume 1. Volume 1. What were the singles on Volume 1? That's a really good question. That's a good suggestion. Volume 1. What are the singles on this? Always Be My Sunshine. But you see, Always Be My Sunshine is not... It's a good song. It's not great. It's not Jay. That's the issue. It's not, but it's not bad. I mean, there's level, right? Always Be My Sunshine is not bad. It's not, anyway, The City Is Mine is, again, it's not Jay. It's not a terrible song, but yeah, okay. Wishing on a Star, yeah, okay. All right, you know what? That's a good one. I like, again, you guys are the smartest audience. This album ended up being, this is a good album for sure. Because if you take, A Million and One, it's just, that was the Jay that, in a way, even before Volume 2, that's the Jay that set it off, man. Like, it was like A Million and One. I remember hearing that shit and being like, oh, I like this. A Million and One, Imaginary Players is dope. Friend of 498, Friend of 4 Biatch. Who You With is cool, but it's not really like my thing. Where I'm From, of course, right? So, okay, all right. That's a good suggestion. I like that. See, y'all be smart as fuck, right? Any others that had kind of mediocre singles to whack singles ended up being actually pretty good or memorable albums? I'm trying to think here. Always Rewind the City, reminiscent of Big, right? Like, they're not terrible songs. Like, Rap Kingpin is terrible. Metaphysics is just boring. Like, you'll never listen to it again. Like, if I was outside and Sunshine came up, I would listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I would even dance to it. It's a good club record. Right? There's still something there, right? All right, let's keep it moving with this because this shit is just sale of the century. Well, I skipped Rat Kingpin because we've all heard it. It's terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready for the Supreme Clientele Show with the hilarious host, Dave Chappelle.
Welcome to the show.
What's question 1, Dave?
What is the first thing a brother does when he wakes up in the hood in the morning? Again, what is the first thing a brother does when he wakes up in the hood in the morning?
Y'all got it.
All right, let's see if you got the answer.
I'm gonna pray to the brown Jesus. Nigga, you lying. You gonna eat that 1980s pussy.
That is correct.
Hey, yo, first thing I do in the morning, you know what I mean? I scratch my balls, make sure it's 2 of them there, and then I thank my Lord and Savior that we still here.
He is correct.
I'm gonna light a Newport 100, smack my bitch, and have her make me some scrambled eggs.
Correct.
Don't put pork on my shit, bitch. I'm gonna put a porn on the VCR, beat my meat, so I can be light on my feet, you heard? That ass.
That's correct.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I just wake up and just go clean my gun.
That is correct.
I'll be in the bathroom with the Pop Olive cleaning my hammer, so I don't know what these niggas is on. And he asked me, he asked y'all.
Okay. Is that really the best we could do right now? Cringe, right? Archangel, for real, man, for real. And these people like, yo, I'm older now, I'm wiser. I'm rhyming about new shit, and it's just like you're still rhyming about the same shit. You know what I mean? You're just doing it worse. But you're gaslight. Like this is what we're living with right now, man. Anyway. Solomon Child's Lord Superb. Well, Superb passed away or died, I would say. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. So Be It was a trash song. Well, I mean, what are we dealing with, man? Oh, Nate, I just skipped Rat Kingpin. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. Oh my God. Yeah, you see, Mr. MST, exactly. That's supposed to be I Know Black People. It's that. Again, it's late, man. It's too late for that shit. And I saw Chappelle in real time. That shit was hilarious 20 years ago, right? But it's like you're reheating that now. Like, do something different, man. Fuck. Anyway, let's listen to Rat Kingpin. You hear how it marches. The whistle. The way that he did the whistle is corny, man.
Yeah.
I will also say, to be honest with you, right? I've always preferred Eric B's President to My Melody. Always. I think Eric B's President is a way better beat. My Melody is cool. Obviously it's a hip hop classic, but Eric B's President is way better. Okay, I just think it's a way better song and it's a way better beat, respectfully. So again, it's like if you're gonna go back to 86 or 85 or whatever, and you're gonna take a beat, please, why didn't you take the Eric B's President one? I don't know. Like some of these things don't make sense to me because Eric B's President is a way bigger song than My Melody. Like, why My Melody? Again, My Melody definitely crushed buildings when it came out, right? We're talking about very, very, very powerful vinyl. But again, and if you're going to flip My Melody like that, fuck, do something about that goddamn whistle, right? Shit.
88 shit. Let's go. The most valuable. Bars that'll clap you. Diamonds in the casket. Cascade kids.
I can't. That whistle is fucking just the worst. He took the whistle out, the song might just improve that much more. Absolutely buns. Okay. What y'all saying? Shout out to Scram, right? Top tier, right? That's what we needed. Yeah, all right. Let's go. The trial.
Hey, yo, slide right that reefer. While I put together this footage. What up?
Yo, Paul Francesca, son. Yeah. Stop playing, man. For real, man.
All day.
Tell you something, man. Word up.
Order in the court. There will be no fooling wang in my courtroom. Tony Starks, Raekwon, are you ready to start trial?
Jesus Christ, this is boring already. Fuck. 22 seconds in, I'm like, okay, get to the point. All right. And we have the heavy hitters, where the beat is so lackluster, and it's like, again, oh, Rhodes Art did this beat. Okay, Rhodes Art. I've seen this name before with some whack shit. Oh, yeah, this is Raekwon's guy. He made those powerful songs that you remember, like Mac and Lobster, Open Doors, The Guy That Plans It, right? That was an Emperor's New Clothes. Whatever, Whenever. That was another phenomenal song by Rhodes Art. Let's look at the list of Rhodes Art here. These were all like just amazing songs, right? Wall to Wall, Bear Hill. Oh, he did the Bear Hill beat. That was super memorable, man. Yeah. New Day. I mean, this is exactly the guy we need for Ghost. Hell yeah.
During trial, lost my jury box.
My co-defendant blue trial got the jury rock.
Facing spades in the joint, that's why Haley hot.
Drawing pictures in the courtroom like he ain't got me. I know
sketch artist put down his pen and look at the guard.
The DA with his DNA was all in the scar.
Exhibit A, the last gun they found that was marked, traced back from Panama.
The old man on his farm. The courts were silent. All evidence was presented. Gave him a minute. I think he might like.
As I listen to this, you know what's missing is the beat, a good beat, because Ray's still sounding okay. Ghost is, a little hoarse, but it's still sounding all right. But the beat is such a letdown, right? Marcos, what up? Very boring beat. High five. Absolutely. Yo, please don't speak that shit into the universe, man. Nas needs to do an album with Scram Jones. Please don't. They'll scrap the premiere album and it'll be Scram, Rhodes Art, and fucking Danny Chiazio. Oh my God. Do not speak. Oh, and Hit Boy, executive producing. Oh my God. Hip hop, the king of giving you what you really do not fucking want. And everything you want, it just delay until it's whack. I don't want to listen to this, man. Okay.
In the same, you fake Viking. Heard you like fighting with weapons. You like catting them. From Queens, take a life in a second. I know your pride takes dirty need.
Okay. This beat is way too fucking boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read and see if they say anything interesting so that I can go back and hear how it sounds vocally. Traced back from Panama, the old man on his farm. The courts were silent. All evidence was presented. That's fucking boring. Pills, Reek the Villain. Oh, Jizza's on this. Yeah, I gotta listen to Jizza just out of respect, man. Honestly, I'm not trying to hear an interlude with Method Man because if he's not rapping, I don't give a fuck. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what verse 2 is. Pills, Reek the Villain. Who the fuck is Pills? Reek the Villain is not important. All right, let's go.
I'm in contempt. Tired of this shit.
Listen.
Oh, that was a great skip. I give myself props on that. That was a superb skip. I just skipped pretty much all of that interlude I was hoping to skip.
Defense team believe the evidence is not permissible and should be considered a mistrial just over principle. Due to the fact there's no audio and no visuals, and the informant you have is a career criminal. Objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled. You may proceed.
Because it was Mr. Sanchez that got caught with the 30 keys. And the arresting officer is being tried in his own trial for murdering the teen that he racially profiled.
Yo, tell him about that shit that went down on Staten Island.
Not to mention, he molested a child. Now that is foul. The floor lies on Mr. Starks as he waits for his plea. The courtroom got quiet as the stenographer reads.
This is a case of nature players and bricklayers. Man up in baggage claim approaching the conveyor. Narcotic sniffing dogs. They checked his luggage. The transporter under pressure and losing his courage. 3 custom agents, they took him in the back room. Now interrogated in the height of the crack boom. Inside the lining of his luggage was white powder. A red flag sounded off a bell that rang louder. His phone was losing service. Suspect getting nervous. He held his head down and said, Lord, I don't deserve this. All he wanted was the name and his connect. His boss to save house and locations that they can check. Then he began to sing like a caged bird, whistling important details as he gave his word.
Your Honor, we have come to a conclusion. We, the jury,
That was boring. Say this is a case of major players and bricklayers. Okay. Man up in the baggage claim approaching a conveyor. Okay. Narcotic sniffing dogs that checked his luggage. A transporter under pressure and losing his courage. 3 custom agents still come in the back room, non-integrating the height of the crack boom. Now, you know what? Again, Jizza can pen. See how I can follow even geography, right? Baggage claim, moving from there. There's a dog that shows up. They check his luggage. The transporter, it's carrying it. It's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Then custom agents take him to the back room. Pictures, very, very. Then you'd be surprised. It seems simple, but being this clear is actually hard, right? Really only people with talent can actually do this. Conway can't do this, right? Obviously. Now this verses, and this is mediocre for Jizza, obviously, right? He can write even better than this. Certainly can rap better than this, but again, there's still a clear thought. Inside the lining with his luggage was white powder. A red flag sounded off a bell that ran louder. His phone was losing service. Blah, 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 blah. Sang like a caged bird, whistling the details as he gave his word. Now, what Jizz is saying is not exactly like, I mean, again, it's okay, right? But it's really the beat and the flow. This is why I say that rap really at its core is a beat and flow game, because I mean, this is technically decent on pen. You can read it on paper and be like, oh, okay, that was, that was lyrical, or at least that was, I can follow the thought process. But the verse is boring because the beat's boring, and like vocally just is boring, right? On this, right? That's how this works, unfortunately, right? Okay, let's see. That song, Scram's Disease. Jesus, Hit Boy for sure. Yeah, man, and this will be the issue. It'll be first Nas needs to do a full album with Alchemist, then Scram Jones, then Danny Cazio, and then we're gonna get another 10 albums from Hit Boy. And then after we get those 10 albums, Hit Boy will go on and do an interview with Bootleg Kev and talk about the hate that he receives, right? And not about any of the songs or like meaning anything, right? High Fighter Braid, where's the damn character? There's no character. These are done by people who don't have the talent, respectfully. They just don't. They don't even have the ear. You need an ear. I mean, hip hop, I would argue the greatest thing a hip hop producer can have as well. There's two great things. Obviously, you have to have an ear, you have to have imagination. Those are, shit's basic, right? But so few people have it, honestly. Let's see here. What do I think of Tribe's final album? I didn't like it at all. I thought it was whack as fuck. In fact, I don't remember anything on it. That last Tribe album was terrible. Jesus Christ, that was wild terrible. Rome Streets could write that even better. Who? Whose streets? Yo, Hit Boy got Nas in the damn. I think Nas got Hit Boy in the 720 or 1080. Yeah, it's got it. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. There's no, you know what? This is a video I do want to make I will make a video about this, actually. Might even be my next video. Because the truth is that a lot of this stuff boils down to basics. It's the money, the economy, the economics of rap are done. They're busted. And they've been busted for like the last, maybe I would argue 10 to 20 years. I mean, of course, Napster came and just destroyed stuff, right? I mean, and look, I wasn't a huge Napster guy, obviously, because I was in Saudi at the time, but look, we're all guilty of it in a sense. Obviously, I was a LimeWire, SoulSeek, all that shit, But what's interesting is I did purchase music even after I streamed, or I should say download the music. If it was fucking fire, I still went and bought it. I heard I got Supreme Clientele off of LimeWire, and was listening to it. I was like, oh, I gotta own the CD. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And I bought that shit twice, actually. But the point is that we're all to blame in a way, right? Because I mean, are we really spending money on music? Are we putting money back into the artist's pockets, right? If the business ain't there, it's like the shit's not gonna work, right? I mean, do the execs care? The execs so busy just extracting all the money they can off streams and shit like that, and putting these people in 1080 deals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to this shit. The business is fucking done. And that's why we're getting Danny Cazio making the beat. Really and truly. Like, I mean, you can't go to Primo and be like, can you make me a beat on the strength? Like, he's not going to do that, right? He's used to getting thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars per beat. So it's pessimistic in a way for me to say this, but this is why we're getting what we're getting, right? Scarface really brought this up. I'm going to talk about this because it's really, and I don't see any of these so-called hip-hop YouTubers talking about this shit, because this is the real thing. It's like, okay, making those albums costs money, right? Illmatic costs money, right? By the time you're sampling and paying all these people, that shit's the reason you're hearing Illmatic and the way it sounds. You're hearing money, right? Real fucking money that's been put behind this shit, right? There's no money put behind Supreme Clientele 2. So that's why Supreme Clientele 2 sounds like shit, right? And so it's like if business folk can't figure out a way to make it worthwhile for the artists, why should the artists give a fuck? Right? They're just gonna toss out some shit. And then the audience themselves is just gonna take the shit for free and not do nothing with it. It's a clusterfuck, bro. Anyway, moving on. Love Me Anymore. Is this almost over?
Yeah. We're gonna keep this going. DJ Top Boogie.
Yeah.
New Ghostface.
Okay. Here we go.
New Nas.
Yeah. Yo. We used to run up in jewelry stores, lay up in malls, kick shopping, looking for them.
On this, I was about to skate. You know, it's funny. I was literally about to hit that Freddie Gibbs skip, but I saw that Nas is on it, so I was like, well, if he had not said new Nas, I would have just fucking moved on. Okay, so this is done by. This beat was done by a guy named Jay Black, who has produced nothing that I would know of. Yeah, songs that no one cares about. I hate to say it that way, but that's just the truth. All right, so let's go back. Let's see what. Wait, let's second. How far Nas comes in, because I'm going to do some skips, some skippity skips. Rolls Royce, I don't know who that is. Nas. Oh, verse 2. Okay, so I'm timing it for like a minute in, was when I'll do my skip. Okay, all right.
Flavor for low face, that's real rap.
You abandoned me. Just a vacancy. I don't live here anymore.
Life grows on me. Every other day I have a whoa moment. How the hell I end up here? They look how I've grown moment. People are foul, how dark can it get? No rhyme, a reason why you eventually get picked. Hangout spots, banging out with your ops. Stand on my soapbox, emotions evoke. They'll get what's coming, ain't gotta do no aiming. Tell my story after I'm dead, got self-incriminating. This to my nation, black on black hatred still happens adjacent. Project 2025 mandated by Reagan. House niggas on the rise, they love the plantation. Can't allow the selfish and foul in our conversation. Things I think about, this hint in my pen, it's spilling out. Turquoise water, swimming in cop, hotels and really pop. I put 20 men in position. When 10 get rich, the 10 who do not, guess what they professing?
You abandoned me.
Fuck y'all niggas.
I don't live here anymore.
No, it's just not necessary. Fuck y'all niggas. Like, whoa, okay. Me? Oh my god. All right. Look, this might be the best verse on this album, but it's not. I mean, of course, this is what it is, right? It's between this and the verse on Rap Kingpin, where he's like, this, something is opal or whatever. And again, it's between Nas and Ghost, of course. But I like the line, house niggas on the rise, they love a plantation, can't allow the selfish and foul in our conversation. Can't allow the selfish and foul in our conversation is a great bar, right? You can scroll that on the wall, right? Nas, that's the thing with Nas, like he'll always give you something, right? Even if it's, again, and this is like way removed from the great Nas, I would say, but that's why you got to give him a good beat, man, and get him like inspired. But these fucking plodding beats are so boring. Like Nas is just gonna give you that plodding, boring flow with the occasional decent line, Anyway, fuck you. That's funny. What y'all saying? Let's see here, bro. People have trash music cause they have to get the music out and can't just sacrifice the money. Yeah, I hear you, man. Archangel. You're right. I mean, at some point you do. Yes, on some point you're like, okay, you have to do it for the love. But again, think about it, right? I'm gonna use me as a perfect example. Okay, like right now, I'm in the process of making Blood World. Right, this is one of the characters. Actually, I've changed the character a little bit, but the point is this, right? Like I've spent serious money on it. Like, and when y'all see, again, towards, let's say, the beginning of next year, you guys are going to see the quality, really and truly. Like, I'm trying to make the best comic anyone's ever seen type shit. And that's what you shoot for. Will it be the best comic ever? Who knows? That's beyond me to say. But the point is that it's going to be very good. Like, absolutely. It will be, actually, in fact, it'll be way better because it's an actual story. One thing I noticed with a lot of these comics, especially coming out of, and I'm not going to say names, but with some of these indie manga guys, the stories are so weak. Like, they have not bothered to really like figure out what the fucking story is and do it in a way that's like really fucking compelling. And story is king. It's everything. So I can tell you that the Blood World story is fucking interesting. It's fucking well done. I spent years on it. But my point is this, right? When you're working as an artist and you haven't been heard, like, I'm nobody, I haven't been established yet. So I will put in the money. I'm doing it for the love, right? All for the love, like Jada, right? Like, it makes sense because, I mean, ultimately it's a gamble. And, you know, if you get your money back and break even, that's even fucking amazing. Even when you're starting out, that's amazing. But that's not good enough when you get to a certain point, right? Like, it's not good enough to like not see a return. And even breaking even is not good enough because you've just spent time that you could have used for some other shit, right? It's when you're established. Think about it, right? This is why, and I'm going to go on a tangent here, but this is why socialism is the stupidest shit ever, right? And it always leads to like bloodshed, skulls, and all that kind of stuff. It's the dumbest shit ever. Ain't nothing free, yo. You know, feel me? Nothing is free. The genius of capitalism, and look, I'm not saying that capitalism is perfect, and I'm not saying that, like, you know, I don't like predatory capitalism, but anyways, which is kind of what Blood World, anyways, I don't want to talk too much about it, but we're getting into those worlds. But the point is this: you have to make a profit, right? The brilliance is about creating something of value that people value and getting a profit. The profit part is actually really important because it's not enough to just break even, right? You have to be able to make a profit so that you can continue to expand and do better shit, right? Because if you make a profit, now all of a sudden, not only have you been reimbursed for your time, but now you've made a little extra. And that little extra you can reinvest into making something even better the next time. This is why profit is so important, right? People that talk this communism shit that they're anti-profit and they're like, these are weirdos. These are losers. And I'm sorry, I have to just be flat out honest about this shit. These are people that don't care because they themselves are not builders, they're destroyers. They're here to come and profit off other people's shit. They're here to break shit up and I'm gonna take the stuff that you've invested. And this is always what happens with these communists. People who have spent years, generations building some shit, the communists will show up and be like, give me that. That's how communists are, because their whole system can't build shit. In the long term, it can't build shit. It's taking. And I don't like that shit. Anyway, the point is, if these artists can't make stuff and make a profit, again, not just break even, because at this point, like a Ghostface, the fuck does he want to break even for, right? Like, he should be able to make a profit. Obviously, again, as someone starting out, you're doing it for the love. You're hoping to break even, right? You're willing to do that. But if you're established, you're not willing to do that shit. Why would you be willing to do that? And so if Ghostface can't really get a budget to really do an album of quality, and the business end can't support it and the fans can't support it, we're going to get this middling crap constantly. And that's where we've been for the last 10 to 15 years. Easy. People don't want to admit it. I'm the only one that's going to even keep it fucking real with you. But this is why you get what you get. Look at Live Love ASAP. Live Love ASAP, hands down, best rap album that I've heard in 15 plus years, right? Easy. That album is expensive, right? They couldn't even release all the fucking songs because of the samples. That's the whole point. Like, you can't really get around it. It's very hard, right? It just is what it is, man. Anyway, let me just wrap this shit up because this shit's boring as shit. But like, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to even like rock with me, man. I'm not gonna leave right away, okay? I'm still gonna hang out with y'all. This is a Supreme Clientele day, and I want to talk to y'all and connect with y'all. But yeah, let me get these songs out the fucking way so I can start talking about something much more interesting. All right, moving on.
Yeah, about the time my sneakers on this shit. Yo, wait, up. We about to eat this. Word. Fire, nigga. I know what it is, nigga. Need 100 camels on this cake.
back in this bitch. Who got matches? Uh-huh.
This beat's horrible. And oh, Danny Chiazzo, of course. That's why this is trash. Okay, I'm trying to decide whether to listen to this or not. I'm gonna skip Ghostface verse. I'm sorry, Ghost. I love you. I love you. I'm really trying to save my fucking ears and time. Nems, I'm skipping. I don't give a fuck about Nem. I almost want to hear Some God because that's like Ghostface's son. Give him a shot. Should we give him a shot? Oh, there's Iceman, Driz. Who are all these people? Oh, Reek the Villain. All right, y'all. You know what? Okay. Let me do it. 3 minutes, that's not too bad. Let me do it.
Who got mad?
Bust them open, shove the little off William. Melt nigga.
And at the last supper table, I get my feast on. Bing bong. Picking out down, running to the barber. I up a cut, holy fuck, I might fuck you up. Eat your food, now you see me.
I want it all, you go serve it or not. My man staged the whole shit, then we circled the block. We sold it back in fish scales like we work at the dock. I told my bitch to stop playing cause she twerk with the pot.
I've been pinned to my GPS, circle my ops. I shoot around to every shell come out the box. We top tier. See a lot of niggas fell when they drop. Spur of the moment, I'll probably win bail your block.
They used to call me for a quarter every time they need to pick up. Fiend hit it once, see the vomit, hit hiccups. Everybody running through the crevices and Chris us. Then you see me.
This person rapping, is this Some God? Or is this a previous guy? This is the problem with I'm gonna call them subpar, but this is always the problem with people who are weed carriers. Let me put them all in one box. The problem with weed carriers of a notable crew is that they all kind of run together. After a while, you're just like, I don't know who's who. Okay, you all kind of rap the same, but you don't have a personality. You're not standing out. Okay, so
follow behind like this is sticker.
About getting money slightly trimmed on the rugby. Watch me spin through the Dougie cash rules. I'm getting money, ain't a damn thing funny. To the point that I cleared out. Fuck around.
Difference between this dude and the last dude, right? I mean, the pitch and the voice is slightly different, but they're essentially rapping the same shit in their patterning. Their verses kind of very similar. You know what I'm saying? This is why we don't like to hear weed carriers. They're boring.
Everything fuzzy.
Bare skin rubbed by the fireplace. Nice auntie, Pam Greer body with the Maya face. Nigga that can't hold a ladder like the fire escape. My man had
the Gorilla Nems like type dude, right?
the good year, moving birds out the tire place. We the Elohim, the gods of the flows, nigga. That Medellin, my love at the top line. My guns go dead man, casket time. Niggas
trash. I wish Alan Jobs was on this, but frankly, it's good that he's not on this. Actually, he probably peeped it and said, "I don't know, I'm not doing this." All right, Timu Styles, right? Drumless beat. Let's see here. So Amazonian Mirage asked me, "Yo, do you think that a new Ghostface am I able to actually display it?" Let me see here. I'm just learning how this shit go, but anyway, whatever. I wish I could put the comment on the screen so y'all could see what I was talking about. I'll learn that shit eventually. But anyway, so Amazonian Mirage, you think that a new Ghostface album should have a beat on some songs that sound like 2025. None of this do. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's not about, how do I say this? A good song is a good song, whether it sounds like 80. Because let me put it to you this way. You might not realize, but when you're listening to a certain song, right, it might have an 80s vibe and you don't even realize it, but it was made today, but it's dope, whatever, because dope is dope. That's really what it is. Right now, of course, if you can make something that is updated with the times in terms of what we're listening to and it's dope, then I think you really win, right? I do understand that there are certain sounds that have a certain, let's say, vitality at a certain type of period, right? Like a lot of people were using those large professor, whatever you call it, trumpets or whatever, and then it just got overplayed. And now we don't want to really hear that so much anymore, right? But again, a good beat is a good beat. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's really what matters. It's like, it doesn't matter if it sounds like some 90s shit, some 80s shit, whatever. If a good beat is a good beat, right? If it's put together well, I'm going to listen to it and we're going to rock with it, right?
Right. Mad Max, great point, man. Capitalism with minute socialism is best. I mean, yes, I think that yes, ultimately, like if you have a safety net, a bit of a safety net for the poorest, right? Where the government can take care of it again, a little bit, so that we're not having like, the absolute like people that just are starving to death or whatever. Like that's not ideal, of course, right? And that's where government can really step in and like try to like make the minimum standard of living to just be like, okay, at least y'all are eating, right? Let's just put it that way, right? Or yeah, something, right? Sort of. I can respect that. But like full blown socialism is stupid as fuck, right? Really. And again, ultimately, capitalism is what's going to work, right? It has to be way more capitalist than the other way. And again, my problem with socialism is twofold. Number one, it's, well, aside from the fact that it's phony, if you look at the individuals that start these sort of communist revolutions and things like that, they're all wealthy people. It's a power grab at the end of the day. None of these people give a fuck about the poor. They talk that hot shit, but at the end of the day, it's just a power grab, right? Lenin came from a very wealthy family. I'm pretty sure Stalin. Well, I'm not sure so about Stalin, but Lenin. What's his name? I think even Mao did to a certain extent. You have this loser Mandani, right now, and trying to run in New York. He comes from fucking wealth, okay? And he's talking about free buses and free grocery stores. Like, no, he don't care about that shit. He's just trying to fucking Islamize New York. That's all he is. He's the Islamic socialist candidate. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like these people, having watched New York become the most potent city in the world, capitalists, Jews, and others have made New York like that shit. Here comes the Muslim socialist weirdo to try and capitalize and snatch power. That's the whole point with these guys. I don't have time for that shit, bro. Anyway, NYC is NYC is definitely looking spooky, man. NYC, I knew it as soon as they let Mamdani on the bill. People should have been paying attention to shit. You guys are about to see some freaking rigging like you've never seen before. I knew that shit was coming. Well, I mean, okay, so yes, Scandinavian socialism, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and Iceland. Yes, okay. But I would argue, and sorry guys, I'll get off the topic very shortly, because Amazonian Mirage is bringing up a very good point, and I appreciate the conversation. But I would argue that number one, those countries are mostly capitalists at the end of the day. They're not, like people bring up Norway as like, it's not some communist heaven. These are people, they're business people, they make real money, they make a profit. Okay, they do have maybe more of a social, like they have a bit of a socialism to them and they have some safety nets. But at the end of the day, these are capitalist societies. And number two, those kind of things like the ones you see in Europe are, you'll notice that Europe is kind of falling apart a little bit because that kind of stuff works when the society is more homogenous and everybody's on the same page about what values they want. But when you start importing people from all kinds of places, people are showing up, legal immigrants and stuff from all over the place, right? Especially some of them who are coming with these Islamic agendas. They're going to tank all that shit. And that's the kind of the problem, right? So anyways, that's a whole different tangent. Let's get through the Ghostface, metaphysics. Let's go.
Yo, it's real late with Peter.
This again, but I do.
Keep Afrin, she got bad sinus. I bet when we being fresh, y'all can't find us. No protection, no need to remind us.
Yeah, I mean, this is old. You can tell. If the beat was better, this would be the best song on the album, hands down. This needs a remix. Take this a cappella, please, Ghost. Give this. If there's one thing that y'all, if anyone Maspio ever sees this, if there's one thing, please put out the metaphysics a cappella and let people just play with it. And that's actually a good way, frankly. That's a good way to see if there's people out there, unknowns on YouTube, that can make a great beat, right? Because again, what's the issue here? The issue is that you can't go to Pete Rock, you can't go to Primo, you can't go to Timbaland because they're still charging fees, right? Okay, and that's fair. They've established themselves. They have a right to do that. But there are people on the internet that will make a beat just to be on the Ghostface album for $50, for $100, and it might be dope, right? Put it out there and let people remix the shit. It's just, just a suggestion. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man of the hour, You have entered the dimension of Candyland with Mr. Supreme Clientele himself.
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause.
Hey, yo, my whiz play the flute. Niggas ran about the bakery. Quick grab the cupcakes. Dip the go takery. Cocaine spots, the blocks look like Candyland. White, purple haze, beige dope, tan. Damn, I dropped my chef hat. Whipping like boy ID. Ravioli bags of weed for keys. I should honor me. Tootsie roll, coke blunts, roll to perfection. Now a later 8 balls, sell without question. Known for my skittle game. Hit like a hospital. You can take the rainbow. Dust joints of
This is kind of like a Forest, a knockoff the Forest almost vibe-ish. I mean, again, this is part of the problem with these guys, right? They're not that imaginative, man. I know, I can hear him like, whoever made this beat is probably like, oh, I could do something kind of like the Forest. Sean C and LV. Oh, Sean C, that's the Hitman, right? Yeah, man. Come on, Sean C. Y'all can come up with better shit than that. I mean, they've done. I wasn't huge on the Rock Boys, but of course it's a classic song. It actually got played outside, so I'll give them credit for that shit. What else did these guys do that I liked? I did not like Rich and Black. I thought that was kind of boring. Did they do Stapleton Sex? They did do Stapleton Sex. Okay, Stapleton Sex was cool. It's a funny song, but I mean, not a song that you'd play outside, obviously. But what else do these guys do? I just want to celebrate. I never really liked that song either. It was all right. Yeah, a lot of weak shit in here. Just average shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is all average. Okay. I don't care for this song, but anyway. Let's move on.
The moment is now, and you are in the right space. I'm Lenny Green from The Quiet Storm. And ladies, I can't put you to sleep, but I am going to put you to bed. And it is my honor to introduce you to something new from my brother Ghostface Killer, who's going to elevate this vibe to a whole new different level. Ladies, I hope you have your towels. To the grown sexy, lock in, buckle up, because I think it's take this journey together.
Yeah, okay. See, this that type of shit that feel good. I love this shit. Shit touch my soul. You know, I got an old soul and shit.
Nate, Temu Forest, facts. Samir, what up, man? Good to see you, homie. Thanks for checking in. All right. Right, those Scandinavian countries are tiny. That's why it works. Exactly. They're tiny and homogenous. But once you start adding a whole mix of people, that shit's going to go out the window again, especially you start adding people from hostile countries with different value systems. Again, people really don't understand. I live in the Middle East. I've been saying this shit for years. Now people are just starting to see a little bit of what the Middle East is about because of all the fucking chaos that's going on. The Middle East is chaos. It's just the truth. When people used to ask me, like, yo, what's it like living in Saudi Arabia? I was like, man, where the fuck do you want to start? Like, it's like a different fucking planet. You don't know what it's like to be driving or being in the car, because I wasn't driving at that time, to be in the car and your dad's driving and like you see a 10-year-old boy behind the wheel who can barely get his fucking eyes above the fucking like steering wheel. And he's driving because he's got to drive the mom somewhere, right? Because women can't drive. Like, y'all don't know what that's about. You know how many car crashes used to happen in Saudi Arabia? Like off the charts car crashes, right? I mean, they don't talk about that. I'm sorry. I don't want to put Saudi on blast. But Saudi's improving. And a lot of things in Saudi. Shout out to Saudi. I hear really good things. I got homeboys in Saudi that I still talk to. But I'm saying, like, you're talking about people with completely different value systems. And frankly, fucked up value systems, if we're being a super buck, Read the Quran. I'm telling you, I kid you not. Read that shit. And then you'll see, be like, what the fuck? Oh, like kill the kuffar? Like, huh? Oh, okay. Like this is the thing. Like you can't. This is what I'm saying, and that's why you can't just bring people into your countries that don't share the same value systems as you, right? Or aren't trying to build with you. If they're just there to take and then take over your shit. Anyway, someone's going to label me now as a black conservative. I'm like, bro, just a dude on YouTube, man. I'm not getting paid or whatever. That's not what this was about. You know, it's interesting because I used to consider myself, and I still consider myself, I'm a classic liberal. I kind of always will be, right? I really do believe, especially again, coming from somewhere like Saudi, living under Sharia law, like I'm very much like do you type of person. I always have been, you know, like whatever, you know, rocks your boat as long as you're not hurting nobody, like, you know, really the core Western values. And then, like, I used to like love coming out here, right? Because it's free. Like you're like, oh my God. And that's why I think I really speak out on it, because I know what it's like to be somewhere where you're not allowed to be yourself, like under penalty of death type shit. So, you know, when I see people just like caping for these fucking like Muslim terrorists and all this, like, what the fuck? Like, like, what's wrong? And then I look at the avatar, some pink-haired weirdo. It's like, yeah, okay. You're scared to be yourself. You don't even like yourself. That's what this is all about. Anyway, the hating is real. Hate. Yo, that shit with the player haters ball. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in a hot minute, but you know what? Let me put that on. Let me see if I can find this player haters ball. Oh my God.
Real hate, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but man. I mean, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? Man, that's played out, man. I hate on
the having a wife is played out. I love it. Oh my God. Anyway, let's go. I gotta finish this. Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Okay. I love this shit. This shit touched my soul. I got the whole soul and shit. Yeah. Yo, I'm sitting by the pool, sipping on Bailey's, reading a big novel by Alex Haley. One thick cleaning my stones, others on the phone painting the nails and start giving me dome. It's pretty tone, billboard wardrobes, hand-knitted case making drapes with a hand of gold.
Oh, this is boring. Who did this beat? I must know. Oh, Ghost did this beat. Ghost, this is not a good beat, man. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Anyway, you're my friend.
You know, this goes out to all the good friends in the
Synthetic Substitution, Melvin Bliss, I believe. I think the drum pattern is kind of them trying to copy that. What's the Supreme Clientele that underneath? Anyway, this beat's boring. I don't know who made this beat, but I'm curious. So let's see who made this beat. You, my friend. Oh, Ray. Good old Ray. Who made such bangers as Cape Fear, Locked In, Trap Phone, You, My Friend, Metaphysics, Nobodies. Yeah. Let me share. So we back. Now, let's look at the last skit, Knuckles.
Yo, Starks.
Hey, yo, what up, King?
What's up with Knuckles?
Yo, hold on. I'll get him on the phone with you right now. He just came home.
Hey, yo, what up, Nuck?
Hey, yo, Starks, this Buckles.
Check it out. Nah, Dave asked about you and shit. I got him right here. Hold on.
This Buckles. He locked my pops up again last night, man. You know how he do. He out here, these niggas scared of him, man. But yo, what's up with them niggas on? I seen that shit. Niggas fronting on the gram, man. Niggas ain't even up on your caliber, man. You heard? So pay homage to the guard. I might fucking come outside and smack the shit out one of y'all, you heard? They might let me out DFW for the motherfucking weekend, man. I might stab one of y'all niggas just cause I like the fucking food in here. Come right back, chill with my pops, man. This Buckles, you heard? Yo, I'm hanging up, man. Starks, these niggas got me hot right now. Straight up and down. Fuck out of here, bitch-ass motherfucker, man. I'm out of here. Talk to you later, Starks. Yo, Dave, fuck your life.
Wu-Tang, bah!
That was corny.
My name is Knuckles, nigga. Niggas call me Knuckles, straight up.
You know what I remember about this? This is classic. That nigga. That was the whole thing with these guys, man. This is just slang and the way they came up with shit. You'd be like, I mean, fake ass Clyde Smith. Is it nigga? I think.
If you want something, ask me for it, man. And if I like you like that, I'm gonna hold you down. But if you think you're gonna try to do that little Tom and Jerry shit on me, and have my fingers smashed in the ceiling, never, dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna snatch you out there. I'm gonna snatch you out that little iceberg t-shirt you got on and that little platinum bullshit ass chain you got. Straight up. And your haircut game is fucked up. I told
Excellent use of the word "and" just to throw it in. And your game is fucked up. Oh man. Okay, anyways, this was dumpster juice. Holy shit, this was terrible. Which track should I play, y'all, for first Supreme Clientele? I wish I could do a poll, but I can't do a poll out here. But what's the just to and close the chapter on this Supreme Clientele? Oh, one, of course. How could I not play one? Yeah, let's do one. Yeah, you know, it's between one and Nutmeg, but one, yeah, one. Let's do one. Yeah, one.
Yeah. New Ghostface. Glorious days. Check it out, y'all. We back. Yes, y'all. Fake, yeah. Derby. Mask of vengeance. Here to sharpen the sword. All praises due. TMF, Wu-Tang Clan. Scream on it, hey, yo, we at the weed gate, waiting for Jake. We want 8 ravioli bags, 2 thirsty villains yelling bellyaches. Heavyweight rhyme writers, hitting the grass, that's the right bitch. Pull out this kite from this white bitch. Talk about dead ghosts, you're the only nigga I know. Like when the cops come, you never hide your toes. Get started mashing, CBL, ice water, metallic.
Okay, listen, let me just talk about this beat, man. Because you gotta understand, like, there's a reason why Kane was like that. I thank you for one, because there's something I'm gonna like. This is kind of maybe being there's something so black about that one beat, like just the way the vocal one and then the that shit is that shit. Beautiful fucking beat. Anyway, you're cleansed. You're indigenous. I feel you. I'm feeling a little bit cleansed myself. Shout out to Juju. Beat Nuts. Classic. Where's Juju at? No mention of Juju. You're doing Supreme Clientele too, and you don't even talk. Like, again, this is what I'm saying. This is why hip hop is in the dumpster, bro. None of the media, the media doesn't even educate the listener on any level. And I'm not saying that you have to sit there and like educate them on break beats and all that shit and make it boring, but it's like these are simple fucking questions. Yo, you're doing Supreme Clientele too. Last time you had Juju on there that gave you a fucking banger. You had Mathematics on there. You had who's the guy that did Nutmeg that was like Ghostface cousin or some shit, right? You had RZA. Like, are any of these people coming back? Or how do you know, what's the concept for Supreme Clientele 2? Are you going with other producers that are going to bring you a certain like extend that vibe or whatever. There's no conversation about that. It's like, oh, Diddy blocked you, really? Oh shit, right? Corny. All right, let me read through the comments. I know this stream has gone on. Damn, we've been up for we're getting to the point. It's almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna rock with y'all for another 5 minutes before I cut this. But well, Black Mozart, right? That's, you know what's so funny, X? So when I saw Rhodes art, I'm like, that's like calling myself Calchemist or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or Wheat Rock or some shit. Like, you'd be like, wait, is it Pete Rock or is it Wheat Rock? Like, what's going on? But my beat's trash. Oh my God. All right, let me see comments. What y'all saying? Real energy in the beat for sure. Street disco. Exactly, bro. Exactly. DJ Premier. Yo, y'all are killing me with these comments. For real, man. For real. Busy Mike, I don't know if this is better than Raekwon. Okay, you know what? Okay, yes. I will say that Metaphysics alone, the rapping at least like is better than than Raekwon's album. Yeah, I would say that because at least it was a burst of that old Ghost, even if the beat was whack. But again, look, listen, this is how low the bar is. Mass Appeal, if you release the acapella to Metaphysics, I'll say this is a good album. That's how low the bar is, okay? Just do it, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll upgrade the rating. Because right now it's buns, right? Complete buns. Let's see here. Regarding the trash beats, yeah, absolutely. Indigenous. It is absolutely sampling laws and funding is absolutely the issue. I mean, this is the stuff that's like really stifled hip hop. You can't sample. If you can't sample, you can't make hip hop. I mean, this is basic shit. People don't talk about it. Now, of course, this is where I also say, like, I don't get it because TrackLib, there are things that people are setting up that are allowing people to try and sample, right? That, you know, are saying, hey, you know what? Like, just pay us like $30 and whatever, like you're covered. So it's not like there aren't people trying to solve these problems, but it's almost like people don't give a fuck, right? They're trying to solve the problem, but it's like, and there are people who are using TrackLib. Don't get me wrong. I know that there's some hip hop songs that have come out, and I think they've used TrackLib in the past. But the point is, like, it's a funding issue. It really is. I think that's the big part of it. Is whenever you see an art genre in free fall, like how the films are straight garbage, it's a funding issue. It means that the money is not really being spent to develop talent and to develop the product because the money is not there. A lot of times the money isn't there like it used to be. And then when the money is not there like it used to be, those who are at the very top get extremely greedy with the money, right? Because they're like, yo, listen, I still got to pay for my 10 boats. Fuck out of here. Like, I don't care if y'all go back to breakdancing on mats and making, you know, Ghostface Killers Part 5 and, you know what I'm saying, and Mid's Diseases Part 10, but I need to pay for my fucking 3 yachts. Like, that's really what it is, man. You know, and that attitude just trickles all the way down. That's my opinion, you know. And then you just see the laziness. What else? Master Bill keeping real hip hop alive, for real. For real. We made it. Oh, I'm gonna, you know what? Joshua, thanks for remembering that. I'm gonna play that because I feel like I want to celebrate for even making it through that bullshit album. Yeah, let's do that. I think that the instrumental is fine enough. We made it. Oh, I forgot that Drake did a thing, but let's celebrate. Carlos did this beat. Yeah, Carlos is phenomenal. We did it, y'all. Envious bitches. We made it. We did it, man. We got through the slog of that garbage ass album. Even that, that's what's missing in hip hop, bro. It's a celebration for real. That beat, I mean, Chris Ram, come on. You're talking about phenomenal beat, man. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. Oh, Nate, for real, is We Made It your favorite off Supreme Clientele? I love We Made It. Again, you're talking about, again, this is what I've said. It's Illmatic. You know, the thing is for me, and I just found a lot of this stuff was organic for me. I don't listen to people's, I don't care what your opinion is. It's not like, yo, you have to like this album. It wasn't ever like that. That's now. That's like in the last 10, 15 years as casuals have really latched on to like sort of the classic things, right? But back then, we just didn't have that pressure. Like it wasn't, you didn't have to like some shit. It's, you know, when I heard Supreme Clientele, like I heard it on my own. No one was really talking about it. But I listened to it and I was like, yo, this is fucking incredible. What the fuck? You know, and then I found like I was just playing it over and over again. I mean, when you start playing it, I used to play Supreme Clientele every day for like 3-4 years. I kid you not, bro. Like I'd listen to at least 2 or 3 songs off that shit. And once in a while, after a while, you do that for a year, like 2 years, you're like, wait a second. This gotta be one of the best rap albums ever. What the hell? Jigga will come and save the day. I don't know, man. Shout out to Hove, but I ain't Hove. I just know what I know. I don't know, man. I mean, I look, if Hove can't save the day, then you know this shit's done. Then you know this shit's really done. At least for the legends and stuff like that. It's done. All right. 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's see. It's not just sampling. Pierre barely samples. Well, you know what? Okay. I think Pierre samples. He just doesn't talk about it. It's like when people used to be like, Timbaland doesn't sample. Timbaland samples. He just doesn't talk about it. And he hides shit. And you have to hide it really well. Now, with that said, I agree. There are ways, again, if you make dope is dope, right? Larry Smith did not sample. People forget this, right? When he was doing Freaks Come Out at Night and all that, none of them shits are samples. And those beats are fucking incredible to this day. It's very possible. We have the tools. The tools are endless. They're there. There's just, again, there's very little funding and very little drive for people to really spend money and make music. Because if I spend all this time trying to make the best beat ever, right? Who am I going to give it to? Some, Lil Durk? Melly or whatever? Like, what the hell? Like, who am I going to give it to, right? Number one. How am I going to get paid, right? Can I pay my rent off this shit? And when I'm young, it's fine. Okay, I might do it for soda and chicken wings. But when you're 30, 40, that doesn't cut it, right? You're going to get 1 cent, every 3,000 streams. I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, the business is not there, man. It's the business is not there and the attitude is not there. And once you have those two things in tandem, you are dealing with some real weak shit. Chicken wings. 4-4 was mad sleepy. 4-4. I didn't like 444 at all. Am I gonna watch X, the Denzel and Rocky movie? That's a no. Definitely not. That's a skip for sure. I saw like a snippet of it. Just like, what is this? Don't make me go. Don't make me go in on film people, yo. Remember, I had thrown a stray at Jonathan Majors in one of my videos. Oh my god! Don't make me do it, please. Oh my god! All right. There was a snippet with Ice Spice. Ice Spice is in the movie. Yeah, who cares? Let's see. Album is not trash. It's just not great. So is A-Mania. What do you mean it's not trash? You're saying Supreme Clientele 2 is not trash? It's just not great? No, it's trash, homie. Respectfully. Let's get your comment out of here, man. It's trash. Okay? It's trash. Representing this Toachmatic, no doubt. Izzy Dot. Oh, you got Supreme Clientele 2 on repeat? What are you running? Like a waterboarding session? You can't have this on repeat, homie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Imagine having this on repeat. Jesus. Yo, you know what? This is another thing that makes me laugh, man. Yo, I'm a funny motherfucker, actually, real talk. Like, I'm a serious person externally and all that. And anyway, but I mean, I like a sense of humor. I think I have a bit of a sense of humor. But one thing that always makes me laugh, like I see this on the newer reviewers, people don't even know I be peeping the shit they say. But they'll be like, I just listened to this Ghostface album. It goes, I've just heard it about 3 or 4 times now, but so I've just given it a couple of listens. They always try to tell you the number of listens, right? I listened to it 2 times, or I listened like 3 or 4 times. And I'm gonna think to myself, like, are you fucking dumb? Like, I listened to this shit 1 time. I didn't even listen to the whole thing, and I know it's garbage. Okay, you needed to listen to this 4 times before you could open your mouth. How simple are you? The fuck? Like, you sound dumb to me. Well, I mean, to people on the internet, maybe that sounds cool, but it's like you needed to play this 3-4 times before you could fucking open your mouth about whether you like the beat or not. No, I can listen to this for 3 seconds and tell you if it's something worth listening to. I got someone on my doorbell. All right, y'all, listen. I gotta fucking cut this, man. I've been loving talking to y'all. It's long. We'll have to continue this another time. Maybe I'll do more live streams. Love y'all. All right. Peace. Bye.